There's nothing wrong with Americans, by the way. I take the Yankee dollar, you know. This is sort of A&R, and it's not sort of A&R in a way. I want to ask, what drives you in the mornings when you get in? What drives you? I mean, what takes you into the office and makes you do all these crazy things that you do, Phil?
It's the promise of finding something great and new. I think that's what everyone's in it for. Working with, I have a roster of writers that I work with, some of whom are artists as well. But it's the prospect of getting success for them, the prospect of finding something great and new. I mean, every click of a MySpace page might be the next ... fill in the blank, something amazing, you know. And I think that's what everyone does it for. That's what I do it for.
Brilliant. Henry, why do you get up in the morning? Do you get up in the morning?
Because I'm an artist. I get up at 12. No, because it's funny because I was speaking to Craig. We met Craig yesterday, who's just been speaking, and one thing he noticed about musicians is we have a passion for it, which outweighs. You know, I had to do a thing last week called Top 10 Tips, which is about a career in music, which is going online. Somebody, a lawyer in Liverpool, was doing this. You know, one thing I'd said in this Top 10 Tips is that most of my people who are plumbers, electricians, and builders make more money than most of my friends who are songwriters, but we all have a passion for it. And I've still got, you know, I've been doing it 33 years. Today we wrote a new song, and it's the best song we ever wrote, and tomorrow's song will be even better. You know what I mean? And I get paid for doing something that even if I won the lottery tomorrow, I'd still be doing this, and I'd still be doing these panels, as long as you pay me a bit more. But no, I have a passion for it, and I imagine all you musicians out there will be. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. You know.
Paul, do you have a passion for it?
Passion for what?
Get up in the morning.
Yeah, I've got a passion. Yeah, no, of course I have. I mean, let's try it, isn't it? I mean, of course I have. Yeah, don't do it. It's not easy. I mean, really, anybody, I'm not, you know, we're privileged. Everybody up here is utterly privileged, and I think anybody that, for all of us that have ended up actually paying the bills through working in the music industry, I think we know other people who, you know, we did when we were younger, who were equally excited about the music industry and who never got the opportunity. And so, you know, we are privileged, but it isn't easy. I mean, really, it drives me up the fucking wall. I'm not joking, it's so stressful, you know, it really is. And I say that having qualified it by saying that I'm still lucky, but if you haven't got a passion for it, you will not last. I mean, it's as simple as that. You will not last. You'll be found out by everybody else, and also you will run away. And so you have to have a passion for it. And you also, if you're not remotely qualified to do anything else, as am I, then you will get up in the morning and you will keep on doing it.
Mark, how long have you been managing Imogen?
About 15 years.
You know, she's obviously, she's wonderful, but there's got to be a time when she's not so wonderful, now and again. There's got to have been one time. I'm not going to ask you about the time. What I want to say is that you've worked with this one person. I mean, you work with other artists as well, but you've worked with this one person for a long, long time. You obviously share her vision and her passion for creating something, ideas that she's had, sane or insane ideas that she's had, and following them through to something that's actually something that these guys can listen to.
And she's, yeah, I've known her since she was 16 is when we met, and she's 32 now. And yeah, she's full of absolutely crazy ideas. Just off the. In fact, I think she's got more crazy ideas now than she's ever had, which is a challenge. And it's pain for them. That's the real challenge. But yeah, that's what artists should be. You know, you don't want your artists to be normal. You want them to come up with crazy ideas, and you want them to make you think and say, no, you can't do that, it's impossible, and she won't take no for an answer. And that's what you guys should be. I remember trying to get a guy signed once, and the guy at the time just went, he's too normal. You know, you want him to have a screw loose, to be a bit different, to be, you know, dressed differently, to walk differently, and she ticks all those boxes.
I think, sorry, just to interrupt, that's really interesting you said that, because there's a guy Finn, where is Finn? There you are, mate. He asked the same question a couple of weeks ago at the Entrepreneurs in Music thing. He said that there's this real pressure these days for like artists to do everything themselves, get themselves noticed and that.
Yeah.
He said, you know what? I'm a fucking creative person.
Yeah.
I'm not good at business. It's not what I do.
Yeah.
And it's about building that team around you with a manager and people that can get you into the label and stuff. Because a lot of artists, they're artists because they're bonkers. And
But
you know,
that is A&R, and it's just so it happens that in this day and age, it might be the publisher or the manager or the artists themselves who's performing that role of A&R. But in the old days, that would be A&R in order, you know, facilitating, managing, grooming, but actually trying to take the raw talent and the ideas of the artist and actually, you know, working with them to create something that ultimately does make sense to more than one person. That is A&R. It's exactly what you want from an artist, and it's not just nowadays. It's not necessarily the guy who's called an A&R manager at a record company who's performing that role, as is shown here.